speaking of Star Wars, you have a story for us. We have talked to you before. You're on a couple of years ago. We had a lot of fun. Tell us this story, because I've heard part of this and I'm ready to hear the whole thing.
Okay, this is insane. So my son, who was the inspiration, I'm just going to plug away.
Yes,
my son, who was the inspiration for Dream Jumper, my graphic novels, book 1 and 2.
You get them on Amazon right now, right? I mean, they're still there on Amazon.
Oh no,
right?
no,
yes.
Yeah,
go get them. Go.
Scholastic put it out. It's about
my son loves it. My son freaking loves it.
Yes.
I'm so glad. Yeah, it's about a kid who's able to jump in and out of his friends' dreams and save them from their nightmares. Stuff's happening with the books. I can't talk about it, but I'm so excited about it. Anyway, nice. So the main character's name is Ben, and my son Ben is the one who had this nightmare, and it all started from there. Anyway, so I'm shooting episode 9, and it's Christmas time, and everybody's on vacation. And I decided this is the perfect time to bring my family had never been to Europe. My wife and I had, but my boys hadn't. So I said, okay, let's go over to London. So they came over. We were shooting at Pinewood. And so we came over there. I didn't realize, I mean, of course, when they came over, we're seeing all the sights and going around London, and it's just great. And then I said, okay, we're going to go out to Pinewood. We're going to go to the stages. And they're like, this is going to be great. So we get there. And as soon as we check in, they're like, all right, so no one's here right now. So no photos, right? You can't have your phones. And we were like, okay. And this head of security said, I'll take you guys around. So he takes us around. He takes us on stage. As soon as they get on stage and he closes the door, he goes, can I have a picture? And I was like, what? nicest guy you can imagine, right? So he was just so sweet, showed us everywhere. And one of the things he showed us was the Falcon, and he showed us the cockpit is separate on the Falcon. So I've told the story of JJ JJ was already shooting, but I'm walking through the Millennium Falcon, not allowed to have my phone. Meanwhile, I've got my phone out. I'm like, what are you gonna tell me? I'm JJ's best friend. What are you gonna say? And I was shooting. It was just like that, Chewie, we're home moment for me. I was like, this is incredible. Anyway, so it was all dark, and it's not very impressive. When the Falcon's impressive, we took pictures in there and everything. But then the cockpit is separate. It's off the ground, and it's all wide open. So it's just a bunch of, it's the inside is all there, and having flown an X-Wing, I can tell you, things are held together with rubber cement. Things are falling apart. I mean, it's like, it's what you expect, right? But it's really impressive. Anyway, he says, no, you boys have to go up there. They got to sit in the cockpit. So, okay. So he gets a ladder, and it goes off, gets a ladder, brings it over and says, all right, boys, get up there. They all climb up, and now they're in the cockpit. And he goes, all right, I couldn't even take a picture of them because it was, 6 feet off the ground was their feet, and then they're up there. And the guys, and they're up there, and they're like, whoa, this is so cool, just sitting in here, just being in here. And it's on a gimbal. That's why it's off the ground, so that they can move it and everything. So he then says, okay, he goes, wait, I got to go get another ladder. Something happened with the ladder. He's like, I got to get another ladder to get them off. So he goes to get the other ladder, comes back. We get down. We walk around the lot a little bit, exteriors, and then we go, and we're in the car. And my son says to me, and I go, and they were like, Dad, thanks so much. That was so cool. I'm like, absolutely, no problem. And then I hear Sam go, then tell him. And I'm like, what just happened? And he goes, well, I shouldn't have, but, and this is something that any other dad may have gone, what did you do? And scold your son. Proudest moment of my life. He goes, hey, Dad, I stole Chewie's seatbelt. I stole Chewie's seatbelt. Now, you have to understand, when I was shooting Star Wars, my badge, I wanted my badge. That's all I wanted. No. As soon as they said cut, they came over and they were like, all right. And they made sure they get all the props back and everything, the gun. I wanted my helmet. I wanted my jumpsuit. I wanted anything from Star Wars. Nothing. And I can tell you, Billy told me that even Carrie got nothing. Like back then they held on to everything, So you have to kind of be sneaky. I was like, Ben, you are my favorite son and will be my favorite son forever. I'm not going to lie. I mean, dude, how cool is this?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Right
and I'm sure there are 16 of these, I'm sure. But then, I don't know if you remember, but Rian Johnson had months, whatever, years, a couple of years later or whatever. Oh, no, it was before. Somebody had asked Rian Johnson about the seatbelts in the Falcon. That was a question that people asked. Did they wear seatbelts? And he responded. He was like, yeah, Chewie's got a seatbelt. And I was like, oh my God. Like, it's out there.
It doesn't work anymore, but he's got a seatbelt.
That's right.
Yeah.
Get a little nervous. Somebody's narking you out or something. You got to be careful.
Exactly. But I got to say, as soon as my character went down in a ball of flames, I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? I got a seatbelt.
It's my seatbelt now.
Yeah, come after me. Who cares?